some guys that have really stood out to you so far?
Well, I think there's a number of different guys in positions. I wouldn't want to get necessarily into each individual. I think, when you start taking a look at what the 3 days have been, we're trying to find production, and we're trying to find plays where we can eliminate explosives and have a good bit of what we call havoc plays, where we're getting a TFL or we're creating an incomplete pass or getting a sack, one of those type of things. And so we've kind of had guys at really all three levels that were able to do that with both groups. So they've had a lot of enjoyment to this point with it, and we'll just keep trying to move forward.
I know it's your first year, but a lot of big-time playmakers gone from last year's team. We just talked to a couple of the vets that you got back, Jake and Jawan. How much are you looking to guys like that or other guys that you might have on that defense as kind of the leaders and teaching some of these younger guys and new guys?
Yeah, I think it's really important for leadership, and I don't think leadership has to be older guys. I think it naturally is, because you got guys that are a little bit more mature, a little bit more seasoned, they know what to expect, good and bad sometimes. And so we've got, to this point, I think we've had good leadership. I think we've got guys that are trying, they like to compete. As you can hear still, they like to compete, and they enjoy the game. And so I've been real positive with them so far. I've tried to shoot them straight, but I think they've done a nice job the last 2 or 3 days.
In terms of new coaches on the staff, Coach Vestal's been around the program, but got promoted to, I believe, that inside linebackers role before you got here, and then you guys recently hired outside linebackers coach. I guess those two guys, how have things been with them? And Coach Hutch, is that what you guys call it? What's it been like having him here? The limited amount of time, I guess, so far that you've had him.
Yeah, they've all been great. It's a little bit easier transitional. Mike had been at Oregon, and so a lot of similar characteristics and verbiage from the systems that they were running with Coach Lanning there. And so it's been a much easier transition than you would think. He's been good, but really our entire staff. We got an incredible staff on defense, got an incredible support staff. All those guys have really, we've worked a lot of long nights, late hours, trying to get everything implemented in a short period of time. But the whole staff's really been great.
In terms of the back end of that defense, the secondary, Tyson said Monday. Some of the younger guys, some guys that we've been impressed with, you didn't really want to name any at that point. But who stood out to you, kind of back end of the defense so far?
Well, like I said, I think if you go all the way back and you're turning on the film, there's I would say 7 to 9 guys that I feel pretty good about right now. And there's a lot of guys in there that you've got guys that are trying to, with all the competition, they're trying to separate themselves. So, from the first guy to the third guy, we're making a difference to us right now. I'm interested in getting some different periods, see how they and that's really what spring balls are about, trying to get your fundamentals, trying to get your technique, trying to be able to understand the system that's in place, and then trying to get people moving in the right direction. But, like I said, the big thing back there is just they got to keep working together. And more than anything, that's what they've done the best job of the last 3 days, is just working together, making sure they're communicating, staying on task. And in between the series, they've done a great job of trying to communicate, problem solve. And so that's what we're looking for.
What's the story with him? What's he good at? What have you seen from him so far?
He's really explosive and very competitive, and I think you can see him doing it. He's got a wide range of skill sets. He's done an outstanding job the last 3 days.
What are you hoping to maybe improve upon or see different or focus on heading into the second week next week?
Well, we're going to move next week into a little bit more of we spent a decent amount of time trying to put things forward. We're going to, obviously keep kind of building on some of our fronts and our packages and trying to make sure that we've got some different spacings up front. But a lot of what we're going to base out of is kind of already in, 3 days in. So we're just going to keep trying to focus on fundamentals, technique, communication, and start having an understanding of how we can kind of counter some things that the offense is doing for us.
We talked to some of those offensive guys the other day. From your perspective, what's the offense looking like? Everybody likes to talk about quarterbacks. What have you seen from that group?
Well, the offense, obviously, that we're running, and the job that Coach Arbuckle is doing is making our life really challenging, and it's good. I really think that the beauty of the last 3 days from a team perspective is the offense is, really making us a lot better, and I hope we're making the offense a lot better. They've got some good schemes, good players, and they're all things things that we're going to be able to see throughout the season. So it's been, from an installation standpoint, it's been as good as you can get. Really talented guys on the skill. I really enjoyed watching the O-line. Man, they never make the same mistake twice, so I don't know if they call the same blitz for the second time. And the running backs have done an outstanding job both with runs and in protection. And the quarterback thing, I really don't even know who's back there most of the time. I'm trying to watch the other side of the ball, but they've really done a nice job of being able to get in and out of some good plays and be able to make some plays on us and some throws.